story mode.
Hey guys, VG Sav here, and this is Caudecus' Manor, Path 3.
I don't think I've ever run it.
Alright, we could also run
the butler. Where is he? He couldn't have just
story mode. Sorrow's Embrace.
But I want to do that one. Weren't you? Wait, who would we do that one for?
Yeah, we just did that the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to do it because I wanted my warrior to have it. It might have just been because I wanted to do it.
No, my necro had had that one for a long time.
Let's start this dungeon off here. You talk to the NPC there. She opens this door right here. You run through. That's the barn from Path 1. We're not going to that this time. We're going to go around this corner here and stand here by this wall waiting for the LFG to show up. Just a side note here, again I have my team speak on, and I have a couple guildies with me. Also, this is not the first time, my first attempt at running Caudecus' Manor Path 3. We had about 2 or 3 failed attempts with bad LFGs that we ended up having to quit and deleting the videos. The super observant people will notice that I started with about 1,000 or so, maybe 2,000 more experience than I did at the end of last path. Not a big deal. Like I said, they were pretty. They're not even worth showing. They were bad. We had pretty much no shot of succeeding. So I kind of waited to get a couple extra guild members and you know, we took care of it this time. And one more note while we're on it, I apologize for my team speak. I
mean, I throw fire.
Me personally, I don't know if you guys heard me yet or not. I have a very serious echo going on. I was testing something out with my computer with actually listening to my own voice as I spoke, like I used to with my headset. However, with my earphones, it doesn't quite work that way, and it ended up being recorded onto this video with an echo on. So I apologize for that. Anyway, so this first battle here, we're gonna stack here in by this house or whatever this is here. And there's about 4 or 5 elites, and then there's the boss all standing on the other side of this house. We pull them over here and try to cleave down all the elites while we're hitting the boss. This boss has a blunderbuss that he will chain shoot you and knock you down with. It knocks you down on him when he hits you with it, unless you have stability. Any kind of stability or stun breaks that you bring into this dungeon will help you get up after that attack, and actually could be life-saving. If he hits you the first time with this blunderbuss attack, chances are he will hit you before you can get up again if you don't have a stun breaker or stability, and he will hit you until you die. So you basically want to try to stay behind him, as you know, as a squishy character, as a thief like I am here. I'm trying to stay behind him. Also keep in mind that any kind of reflective walls do not reflect his attack, this blunderbuss attack.
Ouch.
So like I said, try to stay behind him if you can. If you can.
Ouch. I'll just chuck rocks.
I'm gonna get back up.
I used vengeance. Yeah, I'm dead. Goodbye.
Well done, Sav. That is the proper time to use that. Well done.
I figured he was gonna die. I just had to make it happen.
Yeah, you spike that. You spike that so that you run out of initiative. If you do it perfectly, spike it so you run out of initiative as you the last attack to kill him.
Wait, do I not get a loot him?
It's over here. Oh no, he doesn't drop it. His chest over here. Make sure you grab your chest there, and this is really the only part. Well, no, there's 2 skips in this dungeon. This is the first one where you're pretty much gonna need a thief. I just happen to be a thief, so obviously it's gonna make it a lot easier. Thieves are probably not as necessary as they are in Path 1. However, they're still pretty necessary in Path 3 for these 2 skips. This skip especially.
Plug it out.
I'm gonna drop some SR here, and that's actually blinding powder. There's the SR. We're gonna run SR, and then we're gonna skip. This is actually the same basement part from Path 1. We're just running in the opposite direction. And at the end of this hallway here, all the way to the left, there's a button that we have to hit, which opens this door, a secret door. Really secret with that big old button. You grab one of these guns here to the right of that door, and then you got to go in and use these guns to reflect the missiles from these turrets. There's about 12 turrets, maybe more, in this hallway.
Oh my God,
And you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack with this gun that you pick up. And basically what this gun does is it sends out a puff of air that blows back whatever missiles are coming at you. Any Mesmer or Guardian reflex, or in this case, actually a Engineer reflect wall, are very helpful. However, when they reflect the missiles, they don't actually hit the turrets. They just reflect them and keep you alive. The missiles will probably insta-down almost anybody. They won't necessarily kill you instantly, but they will pretty much insta-down you. So just take your time. You have to stay in the AoE circle and blow back. However, if you miss, you could die. So, like I said, take your time. It's going to take some practice to get used to. I'm still not really good at it.
That's exactly what happened.
My party's still not really too good at it, but it is still doable, just with patience and time.
Like, I saw that guy use his. I ran in front of him to get the next wave. I stood stock still, waited till he got close, used it, and kaboom.
I missed.
Need help here.
Well, thank you, Guardian.
I owe you one.
Guardian, take this one. Thank you.
Not enough endurance.
Assistance needed.
I may have meat shielded that Guardian off. And by may have, I definitely dodged behind him so he would take this shot.
This would suck.
Alright, so after picking up our group here, we're going to stack to the side of this door here. And somebody's going to go in and pull the boss. There's a bunch of elites with the boss. We're going to try to pull them all out at once and cleave the elites down while we kill the boss. This boss kind of reminds me a little bit of the first boss in Path 1 with his explosives. He throws out a lot of explosives, a lot of AoE all around him. You're probably safest right up in front of him. However, he can also hit you right in front of him too. And I just went down there. Yeah, just watch for his explosives. There's not much of reflecting or anything you can do with him, and he also does have a melee attack too. He can be a little tricky, only because the stack really isn't all that great against him. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling with it. However, it's probably still the best way to do it. If you're in the room, the next room here, and you're all spread out, you're going to have a hard time staying out of his AoE. So that's the point of this stack here. Other than that, just keep hitting him until he's dead, and then we'll actually go back. We'll go into that room and finish off whatever elites didn't pull, and then grab our chest.
I just used dodge twice.
I could outrun a centaur.
I love doing all this damage as an Ellie and pulling none of the aggro.
Alright, this export here is a little tricky. A lot of people like to skip it. I think it's just easier if you take the 3 guys out. basically what I could do if I had I could blast in Viz here. We could run through here, then I could SR at the end. You definitely want to hug the left side here to avoid as many of the traps as you can. And what we do is we come in and we beat up these 3 guys. It's not. Like I said, it's skippable. If I had blasted stealth at the beginning and we ran through that door, and then I blast SR, you know, obviously that makes it skippable. But like I said, for whatever we just decide we're going to kill the 3 guys. It's kind of just the way we do it. But just be advised, it is definitely skippable.
Just hold on a second.
What is that skin he's using?
Ooh, there's a lot of guys to kill here.
What is that
We're
giant?
not gonna. Yep, we're skipping them.
What is that beast?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm here now.
Is that the fractal hammer skin?
No.
Let's go.
I've seen it
And you
before.
just left that.
Everybody else go. You stay with me.
Oh, dude, you should have changed your mind on me like that.
We got 50 seconds. We can catch up.
You could.
Sorry.
Blinding powder might get you
Yeah,
around
we could
there.
probably get there.
Blasting.
Stop.
Oh, stupid guardian!
Keep running.
Here.
We did not.
So one of my party members made a little bit of a mistake there and left before the SR was done, so we had a little bit of confusion there. So I ended up just throwing some blinding powder down and we got through it. It's that run should look very familiar to the Path 1 run. It is the exact same run, just starting from a slightly different location. We're coming down here to kill these elites again, just like Path 1 again. And reflect walls or anything like that are very useful against these elites. And kill these guys, grab our chest, and then another SR skip, just like Path 1.
Hold on.
Where's the chest?
We got it in the first path.
Oh.
Yeah, so what hammer skin is that, or whatever it is?
I could outrun a centaur.
That's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to go look that up now.
Sav, tip, what I usually do when I do that is I, at the very last pulse of Shadow Refuge, hit it.
Alright, so like I mentioned, that should look a lot like Path 1. However, the boss here is not going to be anything like Path 1. There's 3 or 4 elites in here, riflemen, that we have to go in and kill before we can fight the boss. Any reflex again with the Mesmer or Guardian are going to be very helpful and very useful. We have to go in and kill these guys before we start the boss. So we kill them, and then we have Valog, the Centaur boss.
And everybody.
Time to do some work.
Oh, we need to dish out the most damage.
That's me.
I shouldn't.
Oh, alright then. Why then?
No, it would be. Oh, you mean as a thief? I thought you.
Alright, so like most Centaurs in this game, they like to talk a lot, so you stand here and wait for him to get done yapping. You stack by these 2 barrels right here. The reason for this is he has a lot of AoE attacks that really don't affect you if you're in melee range. They will kind of go around you and outside of you if you're in melee range. There is one AoE attack. It's kind of like a ground, like an earth attack that will knock you down if a Guardian isn't throwing some stability on you. But all the rest of his AoE should be outside, around you if you're in tight on him. So you want to stay in tight on him and hope that Guardian or whatever in your party breaks stability.
Just slowly.
And other than that, just hit him. Other than that, he's pretty easy. Nothing too tricky outside of that. Like as long as you stay in melee range. You go outside melee range, you're gonna get hit by that whirlwind attack there, and this battle's gonna be a lot more difficult for you.
Ouchie.
Alright guys, that is the end of Caudecus Manor Path 3. Just a couple notes and recommendations at the end here. Again, like I had mentioned at the beginning of this video, this was not our first attempt at this. So I am not going to go ahead and recommend you do this as a new player. You might want to wait a little bit on this one. I am straight up level 45 or maybe even 46 for this. Maybe you want to wait until your 50s or 60s. However, when in doubt, always just wait till 80. There's certainly a lot of other ways to level up in this game. You don't necessarily need to do the dungeons, but the dungeons do help a lot. They give you 3/4 of a level, sometimes a little bit more, depending on XP boosters and stuff like that. It's not the hardest path in the game, but it's certainly not the easiest. So just keep that in mind when you're going into it. Anyways, that's it for my video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.